Hey, what's going on, guys? So, just a quick video for you today. So, I came across this clip, and at first, I gotta be honest, it kind of made me mad. And let's be honest, we are not living in the 1950s anymore. With the 21st century, it is not gentlemanly anymore to offer your seat to ladies anymore. You know, to today's day and age, it is really creepy to offer your seat to a lady on the bus, or to pull out seats for ladies when you're going on dates, or to even open up doors to the car, or to open up doors when you enter a building, etc. You know, that gives people the ick. And I hate the word ick, but you know, that's today's day and age. That's like the new go-to word, but whatever. So I came across this little video. If you call it a video, it's more like a photograph, anything, a little moving photograph. But so yeah, it made me mad. And the question asked, who should move in this scenario? And until I actually looked at the picture more thoroughly, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be mad at this. This is actually a very good discussion. This is actually a good question for debate. And so I stopped being mad, and I'm like, yeah, this is actually something that I wanted to bring to the channel, and I wanted to discuss with the viewers, because like I said, it is actually something I think a lot of people could have a lot of different range of experiences and opinions on this topic. So when you look at the photograph, it shows a pregnant woman standing and three people sitting down. Number one is, or letter A, is a lady, a young woman, young, healthy, and she's holding a baby. Letter B is an elderly woman, a senior citizen, and the third person is a man. Now, obviously, the go-to answer is, hey, the man should get up. And obviously, you think, okay, you know what? It's a man. It's a gentleman thing to do, to stand up and offer your seat to the lady. That, especially, this is a pregnant woman, you know what? It's common sense. And yes, at first glance, 1,000,000%, that was my response as well. Now, it wasn't until you actually dive deeper and actually look at the picture a little bit more thoroughly and realize, no, this man is in a cast. He's got himself a little boot on the leg. He's got a cane. He's injured. So it's not as cut and dry as simply offering your seat to the pregnant lady. But before we dive into my simple response and kind of get your guys' response, you know, let's eliminate the pregnant lady from this scenario and just kind of look at the three options here. So, simply put, let's start off with our first option. The young, healthy lady with the baby. To be honest, if this woman was simply, let's say, carrying a book bag, that would be, to me, that would be the go-to answer. You know, she's young, she's healthy, no injuries, no health risk or anything like that. If all she had on her was a bag strapped to her shoulder, she's good. That would be the obvious answer, in my opinion. But because she's got a baby, you know, she's got something to hold on to. There's options, obviously, where the bus stops, there's an accident, baby could fall out of her arms, get injured. You don't want to risk, you know, the health of the baby. So that's already that's not even an option. Option A, that's already X'd for me. That shouldn't even be a choice. Option B, you've got a senior citizen. Okay, you know, 50, 55, you know, today's 55 is still relatively young, okay? You look at the Golden Girls of the 80s, you know, people, they look like, you know, 60s, 70s. That's basically what people in their 40s today probably look like what people in their 40s, yeah, I mean, they're young people, right? You don't look at someone in their 40s today and look at people in their 40s in the 1980s. I mean, they're not in the same boat. They're still young people, in my opinion. I mean, you look at like Cher. I mean, she looks like in her 70s. She still looks like a young woman. Plastic surgery be damned, right? So, 5 minutes, man. I'm going way too on with this video. But grandma option is deleted. Option B or option C, the man with the boot. Is he going to be your selection with the injury, or is the pregnant lady a viable option? To me, depending on his injury, yes, depending on that boot, the severity of his injury, can he put weight on that foot? I mean, if it's a severe fracture where he can't put weight on that foot, I don't think it's to the level where he has to give up his seat for any person. Now, he has a cane and not crutches. That is a huge thing to consider in this option, because if you're walking around with the cane, you're obviously putting pressure on your foot, so maybe the level of the injury isn't as bad as we think. So could he technically give his seat up to a pregnant woman? Absolutely. But here's the thing. Pregnant women, 35 weeks pregnant, 36, 37, 38 weeks pregnant, yeah, they get up there, 38 weeks pregnant, and still actively working 48-hour work weeks. Big, heavy-duty jobs, right? Hectic work schedules. So, and they're still pulling up, 40, 45-hour work schedule. So, I mean, just because you're, pregnant and getting ready to go into labor any day soon does not mean that you necessarily can't be active. So just because she's pregnant does not necessarily mean that the person has to be giving up the seat for anybody. But then we got to go back to being a man, being a gentleman. But the rise of social media and the rise of the creepers, right? You can't be a good man anymore. You can't be the good guy and be polite and just simply say hello to people, offer a friendly smile. Yes, there are people literally going on the internet nowadays, and when you walk past somebody and you offer a friendly smile or a head nod, people are seriously coming on the internet nowadays and making fun of people and talking smack because they offer you a friendly smile or a head nod as you walk past them. Like, how is that a negative? So when you open the door for somebody, when you give them a smile, hello, or something, and a sense of acknowledgement, if you offer a seat to somebody, you're considered a creep or trying to hit on somebody. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Does the whole sense of being a gentleman even exist in the 2020s anymore? Based on the photograph with the lady with the baby, based on the elderly lady, based on the man with the injury, all three of them technically are at a point in their lives where none of them should have to give up their seat for anybody. Yes, this lady is pregnant, I get it, but they're all in the same boat in my opinion. So I'm kind of curious what you guys think in the same scenario. So, and I am sorry for the 8.5-minute video. This was supposed to be like a 4-minute video, kind of like the last couple of videos, but I just had to talk a little bit longer on this one. This one was actually a little bit more detailed. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Look forward to hearing what you guys think, and talk to you guys in the comments, and see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.